Here it comes. Okay, I think we need to leave.
Take this away from us. Rise it, Lord. Rise it, Lord.
God, that's going to be big.
Take it away from us, Lord. Take it, Lord. Take it, Lord. Take it away from us, Jesus. Holy Shan. Father God, all powers in your Son's name. Take this up away from our home. As you did for Elijah, you take this away from us.
There it's for
Take it up away from our home. Take it away from this town. Lord, you take it, Lord, away from us. Take it, Lord, away from us. I give you praise. I give you glory. Take this away from us. Holy Ashan, you take this funnel away from us, Lord. Father, in the name of Jesus, you take this. Lord, take it away from us, Lord.
Fervent and fearless, she blasts prayer skyward.
Take it up away from our home. Take it away from this town.
A mysterious woman in this breath-stopping video begging God to let this tornado pass. In tornado-battered Kentucky, her prayers resonated. So we set out to find her. With phones down, electricity out, it wasn't easy. Finally.
And then we watched it form. And then as that monster, as I would refer to it, as above us, I began then to pray.
Lord, take it, Lord. Take it away from us.
It knocked the porch right off.
It knocked the porch right off. I watched it go. I held the door and the pressure was hitting it.
And it worked. Her house still standing. Despite congregations coming together across this region, prayers for the youngest left unanswered.
She went and picked her arms straight up. She wanted to go with Daddy.
True to her name, Angel Babcock is in heaven, her grandmother tells ABC News. Just 14 months old, Babcock held on, surviving even as a massive tornado took her entire family. For a few days, she was a tiny source of hope.
One thing I can say, they're all together. And that is comforting.
Hundreds showing up at this donation site, moved by stories of survival and faith. Folks like Dwayne Phillips, who managed to outrun the tornado in his car.
That's how we get on. Feel so helpless. We got to do something to help all these people.
And power's flickering.
Oh, there it is. It's starting.
Power is going in and out.
There, we're going to the bathroom, right?
Look, see, there's a piece of wood flying up in the air. See, those are shingles. See all this shit up in the air. Look at all this shit up there.
Yep. There it is. It's right there.
Oh my God.
Holy crap!
That's it. You can hear it.
Oh my God, look at all that rain over there. Look at it. All right, come on. Oh shit, trees are breaking. Oh.
Hey, it's like bad here.
Look at that piece of metal.
Tornadoes coming through right now, or something. I mean, because we see shit flying, debris in the sky, winds are blowing, trees are falling over. Oh shit! Come on, Larry! Get to the bathroom. In the corner or in the middle, huh?
Come on.
Come on, Larry!
Get in the middle. Hang on. Hang on.
There's a tornado coming through.
Robbie! The ceiling's flexing up and down.
That violent EF3 tornado that ripped through Morgan County, Kentucky last Friday was caught on several security camera systems across the area. NBC's Josh Breslau talked to survivors about that stunning video.
It's like a scene out of a Hollywood blockbuster, but this is real life. In Morgan County, the storm rolls in. The winds quickly become violent, knocking over trees, moving a car, even pulling pieces right off a house.
And it's scarier to watch this video than it was to ride it, to be in the basement.
While Randy Reisner was in that basement taking cover, the security cameras outside his house on Dixie Lane were rolling.
But it's the closest thing to hell that here on earth that you'd see.
The powerful EF3 tornado taking down everything in its path, even buildings.
We feel real lucky. We're a lot luckier than a lot of people.
At the same time, just down the street,
it sounds like a train, but it's like 100 trains at one time.
Surveillance at Clinic Pharmacy on Liberty Road was also on.
I was just in shock. I couldn't process it, I don't think, at the time.
Pharmacist David Quinn took shelter nearby while you can see a customer rides out the storm in his car in the pharmacy parking lot.
How scared he must have been.
Both Reisner and O'Quinn wanting their video to let others see just how serious
no one has seen the strength of one like this
and dangerous these twisters can really be.
And that was Josh Breslau reporting. Close to 600 people were displaced and 6 people killed.
Some of this new video, it really shows this terrifying close angle, the power of a tornado that just absolutely ripped apart West Liberty, Kentucky. And you're going to hear the man speaking in the video. His name is Kevin Adkins, running from the tornado himself. Watch this.
All right. Now, guys, let's go. That's not clouds, that's stuff. Sink. Please.
It's coming right at us.
Please!
Yeah, there's
get in here!
All right.
His brain is squirming like a toad.
Oh my God. No, we're all right. We're all right.
Look at that, passing over the house. Again, here's the view from this guy's basement. So we slowed the video down just so you can better appreciate this happening in the air outside of his home. Just a tad too close here. He writes in this clip that this was an EF3 tornado with winds as strong as 165 miles per hour. And then this man asked people to help West Liberty's survivor.
Well, so many stories of loss and survival emerging from the massive destruction caused by those deadly tornadoes. And ABC's Matt Gutman has been tracking them from West Liberty, Kentucky, where we see the snow is on the ground there too. Good morning, Matt.
Hey, good morning, Robin. I know this looks like a field of snow. It was actually a neighborhood just 72 hours ago. They'd hoped to start clearing some of this debris. Instead, they're contending with this piles of wet, heavy snow. So heavy they're afraid it's going to start collapsing rooftops. There are other hazards here. We came across this 2x4 with nails sticking out of it in the parking lot right there. All of this is going to slow the cleanup here significantly today. Right now, residents, Robin, are telling us they need the simple things like shovels to help clear this snow. They thought they would be used to help clear the debris, but with all of this on the ground, it could be several more days before the hundreds of homeless finally get back to neighborhoods like this one. Robin.
Making it so much more difficult. Matt, thank you.
This is Tim Holbrook. I live in Morgan County, West Liberty, Kentucky. Friday, March the 2nd at 5:47 when the tornado hit West Liberty. I live at the Morgan County Fairgrounds, which is just outside the city limits. I was out on my deck and I saw the tornado coming towards West Liberty. My wife had already went to the basement. My daughter and I were up on the deck, and we saw it coming, and we run to the basement in the back interior wall of the basement. And at that time, just as we got there, we heard the water being sucked out of the commodes and up out of the vent pipe to the bathrooms upstairs. I didn't know whether I would have an upstairs left or a roof on or anything when this was over. Fortunate there was minimal damage, shingles gone, partial structural damage on one of the walls in the living room, but we're still alive and able to tell the story and do things for the people here in Morgan County and West Liberty. My driveway going down the hill was completely full of trees and down power lines. So I came back to the house and sat, and we had flashlights only at that time. And then about 10 o'clock, state county maintenance superintendent came and got me, cut his way in, and where I work at KYTC in the resident engineering office, which I'm experienced loader operator. I went and got a loader at the maintenance garage and went to 772, Kentucky Highway 772 and 705, and started clearing out debris for the road to where the EMS could get through, and trying the recovery of people that possibly were fatalities. On 772, cleared the roads out and got over to 705, where we had 5 fatalities. A couple was missing, and also a 3 family member on Pekin Road. There was a mobile home frame in the road right where the couple fatalities were that I pushed out of the road. I didn't see anybody coming out. There was nobody around anything, but that was, by that time I got there, it's probably midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. But I pushed the trailer frames out of the road. There was no trailer on that frame. And then one gentleman come and stopped me and asked me if he could go check on his grandmother to see how she was, and I cleared the road for him to where he could go do that. He came back later, and I asked him, and he said his grandmother was okay. I worked till approximately 4 o'clock that morning, trying to clean debris out for the EMS crews and the utility. Yes, this was Woods Bend community, Woods Bend Boys Camp community, 705, which was there were approximately 40 boys at that juvenile justice center. They had took all those 40 boys in the dorm area, covered them up with, there was a little shelter type deal that goes down into a basement. They all got down in it, and there was no fatalities at that Woods Bend Boys Camp, which was 40 boys and the staff. The camp was pretty well demolished, all except the dorm room and the kitchen. The new gymnasium that they just built lost the roof on it, but the rest of the building structures were gone. All of that community in that little valley at Woods Bend, all homes, farm tractors were turned upside down, and all homes were pretty well gone. They found one of the people that, Mr. Cecil, that was a fatality. They found him Sunday, approximately 2 o'clock.
What do you got there, Corinne?
It's not Flavor Flav band. Keeps me cool. It's not even taking a picture. It's gonna keep you cool. It's gonna keep you cool.
So this is our eating house right here. Nah, you should have to give me some notes.
You're kidding me. Hope you brought shower shoes.
This was good.
We're gonna get sick.
No, it's just like being at camp.
No, camp. Oh my. Oh. No.
It's better.
No.
Better than camp.
This is awesome.
Well, if they have a hose, I hear them stand and hose each other off. How about
Hey, look, there's some soap right there if you want it.
Oh.
Your turn and you pass it. So on your turn, look at the card. Almost have three cards that
weird about it.
Why don't I have to be weird about it?
I got the time, baby.
I thought that was Hedwig.
I'm losing. You might want to open your cards. Because they're all funny. Because we're hilarious.
No way.
We could have made it.
What's it say, Golly? Read it out loud.
Okay. Oh yeah, read it. You gotta read it out loud.
Yeah.
Okay. For someone special who farts a lot. Okay, you're not afraid to pass gas whenever we're together. And that shows that you're comfortable enough to be yourself around.
I like that.
Gee, this is a...
What's yours?
This has a picture of Sue and Paul on it. Did y'all see it? Sue, I don't know when y'all did that. It's your birthday. Whoop-de freaking do. I wanted to make sure I said that right. Read it out loud. When they took his testicles, they took his spirit. Anyway, happy birthday.
As a present, Jay, this is for you. We really think you're going to need this on the trip. Like, really bad.
That's emergency.
It comes with age, so don't worry about it.
I'm supposed to be the one giving the gag gifts. Like old people diapers.
They're even patterned so they look like regular undies.
Them are stylish, son.
Oh my god! It's awesome.
Agali, when we first got here, you proclaimed loudly that you did not like the showers and that you were going to bathe in the sink. But we decided that's not good enough. So we got you another method of bathing.
It's like a...
Enjoy.
Hey, you can get Sam back now. Sam and John.
Big time.
Yeah,
we're just here for.
Well, they had martial law for 2 weeks. But now we was able to get out in the county. We were still able to take stuff in. We started taking stuff in for the first 3 or 4 days. And just so happened, the church that we're dealing with, we was able to get in pretty quick because martial laws, started right there. So we was able to get in pretty quick. So, we didn't pay a whole lot of attention to the curfew because the curfew was more or less right in town because there's a lot of people going in there and stealing things and things like that, so we didn't want anybody in there after dark. So we was working more on the outside of the curfew area. But I think the curfew was like, 9 o'clock at night till 7 the next morning or something. And it was to keep looters from coming in there and getting things. Then we had a problem of people going in to help people, older people, then giving them a bill then and trying to make the people pay them. So, you've always got these scoundrels that go around, trying to, cheat people and lie to them. Mike had 16 families in his church alone that lost everything. So, he had a pretty good idea of who needed help, who had insurance, who did, and things like that. So I can pretty much let Mike tell us where we need to go because he'd have a lot better idea than I would.
Okay.
Mike was saying that the dump trailer would be great because they won't let them dump certain things, certain places. They want them to haul them off. So, that'll work good so we can separate the stuff out.
Did they get in, those guys get in?
Yes, sir. They're sitting right here. We was kind of talking about the West Liberty situation and the job tomorrow and things like that. And I didn't know if you'd be coming in tonight or tomorrow or exactly what, would.
I'll get down there. I'll get down there no later than Wednesday. But right now I've got the IRS and my accountant on my back about getting some stuff in, so I've got to stop and do it. So.
Well, don't worry about us. We're ready to go. I'm gonna take them over in the morning and take them Mike Frisbee will show us where to go and what we need to do. So if you have to go to jail or something, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it.
We'll get him out no matter how long it takes.
We'll take us an offering to help you. Okay, that's fine, Mike. If something happens that you don't make it, we're all right.
Okay, thanks, Ricky.
All right, Mike. You have a good day, buddy. Bye-bye.
Just for today, I will trust God for the impossible. A friendship healed, a bad memory erased, a sin forgiven, a family reconciled. I will stop just telling people I'm a Christian and start showing them. Just for today, I will try to live out my faith in very everyday, ordinary ways and trust God in very extraordinary ways. Tomorrow will take care of itself.
A small storm 2 or 3 days before that hit like one building and had a big bunch of open fields to do, And then, of course, the second storm on March 2nd hit right down the town, started down over in there. So the guy from FEMA said the iris or the vortex of the storm would come right over top of the city. So I was lucky to live in such a house that I lived in to begin with. Because, imagine, if I lived in her house, like a house built like hers, it wouldn't be much left. So, I know you probably already noticed the old wood and everything they use in here, and big nails. So, I was lucky. And that back, what I call the sunroom there, you can tell you pick it up and take the first floor with it. I say another 4 or 5 seconds, I wouldn't have had a top floor left. But, just happy to be alive. That's all you can say. I wasn't even expecting it. I kind of laughed at it because I've heard tornado rumors all the time here in my entire life and never seen one. I've heard of strong winds. A lot of people say, well, I seen a tornado so-and-so, and I just, put it off a strong wind. I just didn't think it could ride these hills like it did. Come up and down and then over the hill. So, like I said, I didn't have shoes on or nothing. I was on the couch. I just got home. And I see trees go straight down. That's when I basically, the guy to my side, I think I was running downstairs and put shoes on at the same time. That's saying something. But it was awful.
So what time of day was that?
It was about 6 o'clock, I think. And then it was getting dark by 7, so there was no rain. But right after it happened, it started getting dark, and then it started lightning and raining and thundering, and it was just awful. I don't remember any rain whatsoever until after the tornado.
That's what I'm saying. The tornado came before the storm.
Yeah, it was sun shining. I remember texting my friend because they let school out early, and I was like, man, I wish we got out of school for sun shining, and he's like, oh, they're going to get tornadoes. I was like, yeah, we shall see, and that was the last thing I talked to him about, and sure enough. But yeah, it was sun shining, tornado, and sunshine. You guys need anything, or need me to do anything, or I'm just on lunch, thought I'd stop by and see what's going on.
house that we're working on, it was his grandmother's house. His mother was raised in that house, and then he lived in that house. That's 3 generations of his family, 3 generations worth of memories in that one home. And the tornado just took it. But when we talked to him, that's not what he was talking about. What he was talking about was being glad that he was alive and being glad that he still had his job and a means to make a living, and just happy to see that we were there to, even though we were tearing down that house that he has so many memories in, that it's that fresh start of, once it's torn down, he's already got plans to rebuild there and start new there. And that's, to me, that's hugely inspirational in the face of what looks physically like just a massive tragedy. So
I think it'll go.
Something is catching right here. Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
it's a good
Earl, are you holding your weight? No. Oh, I got a little more than you. What up? I thought it's heavy. Just say.
What happened there was a simple loss of balance. To reenact slowly.
Does your arm look
when we were coming up, I had about this much room between my foot and the thingy, and I was about this low, so I was like this, and then I looked like this, and then this foot just went like this, and I was down. And then Taylor pinched her thumb and died.
Show the injured.
She died, but she died.
We're gonna miss you.
Right. I'm already going to heaven already. Bye bye. That's a recording we got of her right before she died.
There she goes. Yes, there she goes.
You start thinking like, this is fun, this is fun, this is fun. But then like the sobering notion comes back and you're like, this is someone's house.
Like Ashley said, when Colby shows up, you're kind of like, oh.
Yeah, and then even stuff that you look down and you get it becomes very human as soon as you see things that, like a book on the table that, maybe he was reading at the time, or he planned on reading maybe a week after the tornado hit, not knowing the tornado was going to come. And, now he'll never read that book because it's waterlogged and all that. Like, it's just, it's a weird parallel. It's like, it's good that we're having fun doing this, but at the same time, it hits you hard every now and then when you see stuff that, this was everything was normal 1 second, and then the next second it was all gone. See, hold on, here we go.
What's up?
What about?
Oh,
you broke it.
You broke the window. Oh. Oh. You didn't break it.
I didn't break it. No.
It feels like holding. Yes. It feels like holding a puppy.
No.
Yes, it does.
Not at all.
Tell her, Biscuit.
It's like holding a raging pit bull.
Okay.
Puppy.
I want one.
Yeah.
Try again, Sue.
Yeah.
Throw him right through it.
Hold on.
Come on, Sue.
You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
Let he who is without sin.
Yeah.
Underhand.
Toss it like Granny would.
Right.
There you go.
This is great. This is.
Oh yeah.
Anticlimactic.
Let's try that again.
Down to the ground. Get it, Mama.
She's bowling. Look.
That really looks like fun.
So bad.
Except we have to go in there and get those out.
When my great-grandfather died, they went into his house to empty it out and to do all this stuff. just to prepare for the funeral and selling it and everything. And there was like a loose brick in the wall, and so they pull out the brick, and they found $100,000 in the wall because my grandfather was like lived during the Depression, and he didn't trust banks, so he put all his money in this house, in the walls, and he just put like $50 to $100 aside per paycheck, and there was $100,000 when he died.
Get some, Pappy!
What's going on here, Roger?
I think Sam's having a call of nature.
Oh, come on now! All right now, I need some props. I need some props.
Yeah, and this is like, you want me to do anything with your eyebrow?
But no, touch the eyebrow. Yeah,
What we learned this afternoon is that like anytime you do anything, it's like any use at all, you incur some risk. And if you incur some risk, occasionally you incur some injury or other things. Thanks, John. But you did do some really important things this week. You demonstrated to some folks that that you cared about them, and you gave them some things that they really, really need. And we fed the cat, although that cat looks pretty healthy. The most important parable that Jesus ever told was the one about he called all his people together, and he said, your sheep are your goats, and the sheep are the ones that looked after Jesus when he was naked and hungry and in prison and sick. And we did that. It's a little known fact that when you take communion, you're doing kind of two things. You hear a lot about the eating the body of Christ part. I believe with all my heart that the more important part is the eating with Jesus. And that's what we're going to do here for just a minute. Serve a person beside you. Thank you.
And the cat.
Uh-oh. There goes the rest.
Hello. Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Fine.
Yo, look it!
Hey, yo.
No, we don't want any pictures.
Oh, I'm not taking any pictures.
Lies.
I'm making a movie.
We won't leave with a good impression. The way we look right now, they'll think that person shouldn't have been in there cooking.
He's trying to document for them what all those girls are doing.
I'm
That's
not
right.
used to getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning.
You sound like one of these college students. These are university students.
University.
Yes.
They'll decorate the tables, they'll put linens on the tables.
They can tell you all about that.
Well, she graduated already. I'm gonna be a teacher, hopefully in the fall.
Good.
Like the fact that we have to leave on Sunday, I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be harder, at least I know for me, than any of the other mission trips. I don't know why. Like I feel like we're more involved, and I think a lot of it has to do with that community. Like the fact that the people that we eat lunch with, we don't even have to talk to. It's just that we see less than a mile down the road doing the exact same thing we're doing. We're all working towards a central goal. I think that's why it's going to be hard. The amount of people coming together to work to fix it is pretty amazing. And I saw today at lunch, like how many different people there were. There was like that group of Amish dudes, and then there was us, a bunch of college kids, and church members from a completely different state. Old people, young people. They're the awesome old women that one woman that buttered everyone's bread and put it on the plate for them. I thought she was awesome. But it's just cool how this town is really, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if a blind man were to come into this town and not be able to see what was around him. He would just think everyone is just working harmoniously, and I think that's really awesome.
We're going to bring it over? Lift it up high? All right. Over Jay's head. Over Jay's. Drop it right Are you going to be gone now?
I'm leaving Friday morning.
Oh.
It's pretty cool the way that all works out. It's supposed to rain on next week.
Yeah,
I'm going to put the car so I don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Unless you have a hand.
Clouds are glowing now. The moon is black.
As well, we learned a lot about this guy. He's like looking through the window, and then he decided to run down to the basement, and then just hearing that story, and they were just huddled up, and that he said that the house just picked up and then was dropped back down. They were in the closet, and I mean, it's not like that took it away, but really it did, because it was too wonky to stay on the foundation, so they had to, get rid of it anyways. But we weren't the only ones there. There was two kids and their dad there from Ohio, and we were all helping this one family build this floor, and I thought that was just amazing. Like Sam was saying, how there's all these different people there, and I know that I felt so overwhelmed today with different things. Especially, I was telling you, Molly, about the whole piano thing, and with downstairs when there was a piano in there, and I saw it, and it was like water damaged and moldy, and couldn't even play it unless she picked up the keys and slammed it down, pretty much. That for me, as someone who's so touched by music, it was just super overwhelming. And I just thought, what this could have been my house and my stuff and my piano or my music or my violin or something that means so much to me and lets me spread my gifts to everybody. And it just kind of got washed away a little bit. And so seeing that really hit me. This is real deal. This is people's things. It's not trash. It's things that used to be in someone's home, and they used to love it, or they used to just sit on it or use it every day. And that, and realizing everybody else who's come here to help really set me straight to why I'm here and what we are doing.
Are you both getting it?
No, I can't. Oh, I just stretched out to you, but not the other one. Here, hon, keep your hand there.
That is a tulip poplar. And
Is it eating it?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, nice. This is ridiculous.
Did you get a good spot?
Let's off.
Y'all butter it up.
Butter it up! Yeah! I believe it's wider than it was yesterday. Hold on.
Uh-oh. Here, let me give you a hand. Yep. Yep, give me. Yep. Gosh.
I forgot to butter it up. Watch out now. Stepping in all kinds of doo-doo.
Oh, doo-doo. Oh, it's getting narrower. You have to turn sideways.
Get her over the camera. Like, just have her walk towards you.
Golly, did you defend yourself? No. No, it's not, unfortunately.
We hope that it was. No.
Hey, there's that, It's raining.
Got my pants. Good thing they're waterproof.
That's in full bloom.
Hey, let's harass them up here.
Hey, John.
How was it, David?
It was a good walk. It was.
Not bad?
No.
Were there a few stairs?
I didn't see any stairs.
Oh, okay.
I wrestled an alligator on the way up.
Oh.
Kentucky alligator.
This ledge right here.
Interesting.
He fought for the Union.
I'm telling you, there you go. No, I'm not doing this.
Hey, John Patterson.
Hey, buddy.
Claire, did you make it? Yep.
Of course Claire made it. Claire, you can walk.
Look at all the clearance she has. That's ridiculous.
Oh, gross.
Oh, she hit the wall. Here comes Erica. Facebooking through the gap.
Yep. Videoing Claire through the gap.
John and I did our business right down here. So
Smells like it.
I did it from up here, so don't touch the walls either.
watch out when that stuff gets between your toes. That's a pleasant thought. Yeah, go shower. About to start the shower. Yeah. See your crack for me. Come on. Y'all don't want to get off. Get down. Krispy Kremes.
Oh, that was a mean.
He was awake all night too. He's like a bear. We have to find a cave.
Well, you can stay cold all night if you want to.
I walked over here and I was wondering, how come the paint's all worn off this rain? That's wild.
You're good. You're the man.
Holy crap, there's no...
It's a big step, but it's there.
There's no next step.
Come on.
I couldn't do that. My legs aren't long enough.
Just remember, you gotta go back up.
Do we really?
Wait, let's turn around and go back.
You come to me and then you turn around.
Holy crap.
Oh, is this another lever?
This is loser's leap.
This is where the losers go.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
Wow.
All right, $5 says I can make it to that.
If I get a running start.
Dead or alive.
Don't short it.
That's probably what the lover said.
Don't short it.
Sounds like a Mikey out thing, like, baby. If I can jump from there to there, will you marry me? Yes. Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh, you want to take
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is awesome. If I turn this way, I might fit.
So damn easy to say that life's so hard. Everybody's got their share of battle scars. As for me, I'd like to thank my lucky stars that I'm alive and well. It'd be easy to add up all the pain and all the dreams you sat and watched go up in flames. Dwell on the wreckage as it smolders in the rain, but not me. I'm alive. And today, you know that's good enough for me. Breathing in and out's a blessing, can't you see? Today's the first day of the rest of my life, and I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well.
Stars are dancing on the water here tonight. It's good for the soul when there's not a soul inside. This boat has caught its wind and brought me back to life. Now I'm alive and well. And today, you know, that's good enough for me. Breathing in and out's a blessing, can't you see? Today's the first day of the rest of my life. Now I'm alive and well. Yeah, I'm alive and
You got. There we have 5 minutes.
You miss it.
A couple more.
Lynn.
Never mind, Lucy.
We're still doing it?
Mama says get up. We're going. Gotta get on the road. It's noontime. Let's go. Honk, honk, honk. Boy, is it hot in there.
Get back.
At least I hope I'll still be there.
I'll be back the 8th. You will.
I'll see you again.
I'm gonna miss you so much.
Lex Luthor. Of course, his head's gonna do like this.
No, it's just going like this.
His head's gonna be going.
Yeah.
Hey, it's gonna be really look like a fly there.
Tell us about your teeth
As long as you
brushing.
don't use preparation,
I'm not.
it's okay.
I'm not saying.
Come have to ask somebody else.
I'm not. You have to ask somebody else. I'm not incriminating myself.
Hey Earl, what happened last night with Sue's toothbrushing situation?
Well, it operates as a very effective cleaning tool, particularly in those hard to get to places up under the lip of the toilet.
Yeah.
Anybody else gonna hit it before I
said that there mud is some muddy mud, boy. That's muddy mud right down there yonder now. Muddy mud.
Sam, do the sound
Is he
effects.
sprinting?
Do it, do it.
Oh, that's not a sprint.
Do it.
Oh.
Go.
Biscuit, get going. Get going.
See you, Bigfoot.
Cut it out. Earl, at your age. No.
Hey, get out them Cheetos, boy.
I'm hungry. Where are you? I need a whole bag of Cheetos.
Yeah,
Malcolm?
you would. You mean a whole barrel?
That's how I like them too, in the big barrel.
That's right. The big round one.
Get your head in there, lick all the cheese out. I found the salt.
There's one.
Hey! What?
I'm waiting for him to get out of the back. Shut up. Come on. Come on. Do something about it. I'm getting ready to move it. I'm moving it.
Move it.
Get. Put that back up there. Put that bed sheet up on there.
I made my bed.
Do it again.
Actually, you know you have to say, somebody you get the shower last time. No, reason number 27.
Yeah.
Like the pepper, like
Pepper flake.
I don't know what you call it, but you put it on top of your pizza. Is it like a shaker or garlic?
That's
yeah,
red pepper.
It's the red pepper flavor.
We don't have that. No.
But he might have it over there at the pizza place.
I do have red pepper.
Well, they didn't have
and I
bologna. Just want the salmon. They didn't have yellow American cheese, and they don't think that there's a difference between white American cheese. You're not doing.
It takes her 15 minutes to order a pepperoni pizza.
And I told her to order.
That's just for pizza?
Yeah. No, because she wanted a sandwich first, and then I told her, it's like, just get a pepperoni pizza. No. This is why I don't like Subway.
That's because she doesn't have anything.
They never have anything.
Tell it to the camera. Wait, there is nothing in there.
No, look at that.
Right.
There's a lot of everything I don't like.
Well, that's pretty much every day.
No. Yes.
What did you end up getting?
I'm getting a pepperoni pizza.
Just straight up pepperoni pizza?
Straight up.
Nothing unusual about it?
Nothing unusual.
After all that?
After all the 15 minutes in the world. With a poor boy standing behind her and Ashley. And the poor guy here won't let me live with him because he doesn't think that his lady will be okay with it. And I just asked for a place to live. I'm so sorry.
That's alright. You don't know Mikey. Yeah. You don't know him. You don't know him.
She made a mistake.
Why?
You're not.
What's wrong with the pizza?
You're not supposed to. You put the cheese, you put the pepperoni on top of the cheese.
Oh, that's not how it works at Subway.
Well, this is why it's Subway.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.